Welcome to your doom.
Sorry, I'm gonna come up with something really good. But yeah, no.
So yeah, the Tesseract's up there.
Yeah.
Right? So they're chasing the Tesseract again.
Yeah.
I'm like, the stakes here aren't really. I'm like, oh, do they get the Tesseract? Like, do they not get the Tesseract? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not really. It's like that really long fight scene in The Hobbit between Archer boy, I can't remember, Legolas, and like a lead, and like the lead orc, and it's like this really long fight scene, and like he's getting beat up. I'm like, oh, is he gonna die? Like, no, he's not gonna die.
No.
This is fucking like, this is a waste of time. That's what this is. So I was kind of like, I did a little eye roll when I saw the Tesseract. I'm like, okay, we're chasing this fucking thing again.
Right.
But you know,
Whatever. And then Marvel, or not Marvel, Jude Law, and they basically use Directive 4 on Brie Larson, on Veers, and they just shut her down.
Yeah,
And then they start interrogating her again, I guess. Or...
Yeah, so they capture her and she goes back into the AI.
Yeah.
The AI thing. What did you think of this scene where basically she breaks the shackles of her? They've built in this failsafe. And the AI is like, you know, you've done your job, you've found the Tesseract and stuff, and you can't fight me. You can't fight the AI because we control you. We can take away your power.
See, like, this is where the movie picked up for me, because I like that. I like it when characters are, you know, suppressed by their own right or by whatever it is, but whoever's doing the suppressing or whatnot doesn't realize the sheer depths of power that the person has.
Sure,
and they're able to not only overcome it, but just fucking obliterate it.
Yeah.
Like, you've seen that, like, Dragon Ball Z is one of my favorite shows out there, right? And they'd do that consistently, where all of a sudden somebody will go past their threshold, and then at that point they're on a completely different level, which is basically what this movie did.
Yeah.
And then when she fully powers up, you get her. There's one scene where her hair's all up, and she basically looks like a Super Saiyan.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I lost it for that.
Oh, I didn't even mention this before. I absolutely loved the fucking Mohawk helmet.
Yes.
It looked so good.
Yeah.
And that was one of those flashes of uniqueness
Yes.
that I'm talking about. I'm like, yes, I can get behind that, you know?
Yeah.
Like in Black Panther with all the different factions having the cloak shields and stuff. I'm like, yes, I can get behind that. She has this crazy helmet that lets this middle part of her hair through, and it's like the Mohawk helmet. Loved it. I was like, that's great. Let's see more of that. And unfortunately, it's not in the movie that often. But
no, I mean, in most of the action scenes, it goes in and out. And it's there for functional reason, too. Like,
that's true.
For when
that's
she's
true.
in space.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, I thought they did a pretty good job with that.
But so this scene in the AI, you're talking about, like, breaking out of the bounds. I loved the scene where she says, you're only human. It's very cliched. You're only human. And then, like, you know, that makes me strong and all that. But they did a subtle thing here where they represented that without her saying some cliched line,
right?
Which was all of those scenes, all these memories of her falling down at various points in her life, army training, falling off of her bike, all of these things, and she says you're only human, and she thinks back on all these scenes, and they show her getting up
right
after she has fallen, and that's the moment, that catalyst that allows her to break out of the control.
Right.
I thought that was really well done. That was a really great idea, great way to convey a feeling that you need to convey without going down that cliched, but that you know, I'm only human, but that's what makes me strong. You know, like, you don't. They did it in a way that was really elegant and unique. Unfortunately, again, marred by Brie Larson's performance, but that moment was so good. I just feel like if they got like someone with a little more gusto and a little more feeling in there, I think it would have been like a real killer moment in the movie. But at this point, it's just something I admire, that the writing for that.
Right.